Previously, on the Dune Addict YouTube channel.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are home from Glamis from President's Day weekend, and we've got quite a few little projects to tidy up here at home. I'm actually going to be back out in Glamis next Saturday, and we are going to give my car with the new motor a test ride. I'm out there for a couple other reasons as well, but as you guys can see, my Civic's out right now, and Chevella's out, and I got things just kind of moved around, and that's because we took this thing for a little rip today. And I let Kirsty from Kirsty's Cars actually drive my Civic. She's never driven anything with any high horsepower. We estimate this thing's making right around 750 right now, all wheel. It made over 5 on the dyno on like 18 pounds, and it's roughly at 30 pounds right now. So you guys are gonna have to tune into her video to check that out. It is freaking epic, dude. The look on her face when this thing came under boost was insane. So what I'm gonna get back to today is my car. I've got to get the radiator put back in. Brandon welded all those fittings up for me. I got to put the shroud back on, and then I got to start making my AN lines. So I'm going to get her fired up and put back in the shop. But first, I'm going to fire up the Civic and get it put away. I had to pull the slicks off of it this morning and change the fuel filters before I could let her drive it. So we're going to get this stuff squared away, put up, cleaned up, get the Civic put back away, and then get our sand car back in here and get that radiator installed. All right, well, I got my AN lines made, got the radiator put back in, obviously, first. Made up my ANs, got them all screwed down. I got to come up with some solution to tie these down other than tie wraps. I think I'm going to grab, I don't have any in this car, the little rubber pieces that go here when you hose clamp the reservoirs down. I think I can put a couple of them here and then clamp those lines down, but this came out really cool. Thermostat housing, and then on all LS motors, guys, we don't run thermostats in them. CBM's the company that built this motor. I took the tip from them many years ago. They never run thermostats in LS motors. What you do is you can do it with a stock housing as well. You take this housing off, take the thermostat out, and then there's a hole in there that combines the water pump together, and they make a freeze plug with a 1/4-inch hole drilled in it, and you hammer that freeze plug in. And actually CBM now makes a billet aluminum piece that sits inside there with a pre-drilled hole. So that's all you need to slow the water down enough to cool it and keep it flowing, and it keeps the water pump happy, keeps the coolant happy. And yeah, guys, no thermostat in these things ever. But having said that, I got the intake on. I need to hose clamp it. I need to go pick up some filters this week. Get them on with the outer wears, tighten up the throttle cable, hook up the fan, bolt the fan down, hook up the fans, and this thing's gonna be ready to go test drive in the dunes, guys. You may see us out there this weekend ripping this thing. All right, so I did a little fancy deal with the tie wraps here. Got it all tie wrapped in. I'm gonna pick up some of those parts this week to be able to clamp these down a little better. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the radiator bolted in now and get it filled with coolant, get this thing wrapped up, ready for the dunes. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick reminder. Hats now in stock. Get your Dune Addict hat at theduneaddict.com. Sweatshirts, t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve, short sleeve, multiple colors, and you can get your hats now. Go to theduneaddict.com and get your order in now. Not sure where we left off, but as you guys can see, I got the CBM covers on, I got the intake on, I think I showed you that, and now we're going to add our old Greddy catch can. So some of you old school Honda guys will know about Greddy. That's I never try to get too far away from my roots back in the Honda days. So we're gonna get this mounted probably right in this area somewhere, because these valve covers have breathers on them. I'm not using the stock breathing system. We'll just run lines right up to here. So I'll try to mount this right in this area. It's got a breather filter. This actually came out of my Honda. I replaced the one in my Honda with a Motion Raceworks one. So we're gonna go ahead and put this Gretty one and put it to use on the old sand car. I'll probably make a bracket that comes up off of here and mounts the bottom, and I can come off with this fan mount bolt right here, or shroud mount bolt, and do something in this hop there. So something kind of like that. I just needed to breathe a little bit. Normally guys just run these from a hose up into a T, and they'll just mount a filter right here with a T on them. I think I have one of those. I might be able to do that too, but I think we're gonna go with the Gretty catch can just because I like to stay close to my roots. And and as you guys can tell, I'm rocking the new Dune Addict hat. Check that out, guys. And I'm also rocking the new Kirsty's Cars t-shirt. Check that out. So if you guys follow the Kirsty's Cars YouTube channel, the site will be up soon. It's kirstyscars.com, and you can go check out her cool merch too. So she was kind enough to give us one of these before she left. So like I said, guys, we're gonna get this thing mounted and then we'll get back into it. And unfortunately, guys, the old trunk wing's not gonna fit on the back. I'm gonna have to cut these tabs. It's gonna push the trunk wing out pretty far. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the trunk wing on the car or not. I might just put a carbon fiber wing on here and then figure out what to do with the contents of that in the car somewhere. It's kind of cool because it holds our snacks and stuff when we're out duning. But Sherry helped me mock the thing up, and she's kind of bummed because she likes the trunk wing. You can put your jackets and you can put your jackets and sweatshirts in, but for all intents and purposes of us testing this car this Saturday, we're not going to need it. So we're not going to need that where we're going. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get back to it and get that catch can mounted. Well, I decided to go a different route temporarily. We're not going to run that just for testing on Saturday. I got to run over to Super Duty and get some more hose and a couple fittings. I'm just going to run a T and a filter up here for now. And that'll get a T and a filter up here for now. Sorry, guys, I was pointing down there. T and a filter up here for now. I can just temporarily stick up there. You got to remember, guys, this car, the season is almost over. And this car is going to get completely broken down, completely down to nothing. The frame's going to end up probably back in the jig. We're going to straighten some things out. We're going to redo the rear arms, and then it's going to get sent off, stripped. We're going to go through and we're going to re-weld a bunch of this stuff. We got to redo the rear shock mounts when I add the bigger. We're going to redo the rear shock mounts when I redo the rear arms, bigger shocks. So I'm going to make this thing a true monster. So like I said, the whole car is going to get broken down and repainted, and that's it. So a couple air filters tomorrow, and then we'll get this thing up on the trailer. As you can see from the background, back out here at Glamis Fab once again. I think this is week 6 in a row that I've been out here. Joe's here this weekend, but he's got some stuff to do, so I am watching the shop for him while he leaves. And then we brought this out to give it a test ride, and we're gonna see how this thing does. I bet you it's gonna rip. Mama's excited to go for a ride. You excited to go for a ride with the new motor? So I definitely think it's gonna rip. You know, you guys saw what it made, 570 horsepower and 533 torque. I think my Toothpick 2D is not gonna be happy, but like I told you guys in the past, I drove this car with an LS motor behind a bus box for 3 years. So I do know how to take it easy and not beat up on the transmission so much. But we're gonna jump into the shop and see what's going on and get to work here at Glamis Fab.
This is the third part of the deal. When the particle comes off, this is when they make the customers mad. They're like, what? Because,
I think he takes pleasure in it.
yeah, it's like a coloring book for him.
You should have seen a RF bar car we had yesterday. Here, where's that sledgehammer? Perfect, right there. Hold that.
Okay.
Here, notch this out right there.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, check it out, guys. Joe got this one all fixed up, welded up. Got a plate over there, and wheels back straight, and this guy will be back in the dunes. All right, well, as you can see from the video, you guys, this thing frickin' absolutely rips. That 440 cubic inch LS7 is doing work. Hopefully it's not doing too much work to my little 2D. And what'd Sherry say?
Mama approved.
Mama approved. So this thing's frickin' fast, guys. It rips. Fourth gear wheelies like nothing. And this is naturally aspirated. So I'm gonna throw a bunch more clips in here, and we're gonna get back into it. All right, well, there she goes, guys. She is sold and off to the new owner. New owner's picked her up this morning, and she's gone. That was a good car, a lot of car for the money. Now back to my beast. God, this thing is just insanely fast. Look at Sherry's waving bye-bye. Wish I could have kept that car as a spare. And I did kind of keep it as a spare for a long time while it was for sale, but my buddy Milton really needed to get rid of it. He's moving on to some different projects, so that thing's gone, and now I can just concentrate on this, and I don't have to worry about that car being here under a cover and what have you. So it takes a little pressure off of me. Car's gone, and now I can focus on my own stuff. All right, guys, so we got another Speed UTV in here at Glamis Fab. I told you guys we're going to be seeing these things more and more out here. This is an El Jefe, car number 267. Cool black carbon fiber wrap. Looks like it's loaded with the Kicker sound system, radios, headsets, and another happy Speed customer. Had a little bit of an issue with the wastegate arm. We unstuck it for him, and he's going to go rip it now and see how it does. Hey, so that's going to wrap up our little day trip out here in Glamis. My car did friggin' excellent. That thing is so friggin' fast now. Now, unfortunately, I had to start looking for a sequential transmission for it because that 2D is not going to cut it. I'm going to destroy it behind all that power. So I've got it listed up for sale. I'm going to try to get rid of that and get my hands on a sequential, get it in the car, and then we can turn this thing up. If I put it on E85 and put some timing into it, it's going to make a lot more power. But like I said, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us out here for this day trip at Glamis. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Make sure you give us a like and a subscribe, and we will see you in the dunes.